Hi, I'm Beth with TB Properties Buys Land. Today we're going to discuss what your expectations might be when working with a real estate investor like TB Properties Buys Land. So when it comes to selling your rural vacant land, you have many different options on how you want to sell it. You can go the traditional route and utilize a realtor who will list your property, put it on the market, and you see what price you might get for it and how long it might take to sell. But why would somebody want to use a real estate investor or work with a real estate investor like TB Properties Buys Land? One of the biggest things that people will want to sell their property to us is that they know that they're going to get paid quickly. There is a waiting game when it comes to listing your property. Right now, especially when you've got a volatile real estate market and just a volatile economy in general, we don't know how long it's going to take to sell your property if you put it on the market. With rates being higher now, it's harder to get a loan on property. You may have a smaller group of people who are able to purchase your property. So the biggest thing is just speed. You're able to get paid really quickly working with a company like us. We're going to pay in cash, so we're able to close quickly. And so you don't have to worry about, lender approval, and if that falls through, getting started over, waiting on the bank to get their appraiser out there and how long is that going to take and get the report into the bank and yada, yada, yada. So that could be, a couple of months to close. When you're paying in cash, it's going to be a faster transaction. It's going to be a more sure transaction since you're not waiting on the approval of a lender. Another reason that people choose to work with us is that we make it a lot easier if you have inherited property. If the property that you have, maybe you've been paying taxes on it, but it's the deed is not in your name because a family member passed away and left it to you. If there is a cloud in the chain of title, it's really hard to clear that up sometimes, or sometimes it might cost you, a significant amount of money in order to clear that up. Maybe you don't have that cash, in order to list your property, to get that cleared up before you can even list it. Because we are going to pay those attorney fees in order to clear the chain of title and make that right. That might make it easier. It does make it easier for a lot of people that work with us. So that speed in which we're able to close, being able to clear the chain of title, sometimes the property is so old, we're working with a few right now where there's not a survey. And the survey is so old, or maybe it's just just not updated with how things have been parceled out. It needs to be paid for. Well, if you don't have the, say, $5,000 or $6,000, or maybe it's even $10,000 for the survey, then it's gonna be hard for you to list that property if you don't have that survey already done. So because we take care of that, that's another reason that people will want to work with us versus working with a realtor. So when it comes to your expectations for working with a real estate investor like TB Properties Buys Land, you can expect that we're going to provide you a very easy and simple one-page purchase agreement. Make sure that you can understand all of that. Expect that we are going to pay cash for your property so that we can close quickly, and we're going to pay for all the closing costs. So you're not going to get caught up in paying for realtor fee. You're not going to get caught up in paying for the escrow fees that go to the title company. The property taxes are going to be prorated. The recording fees, we're gonna cover those as well. So those are some expectations, but expect to close quickly, get paid cash, not have to deal with realtor fees. And that's a great reason to work with somebody like us. But if you have questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Tim or I, we like to chat with you on the phone, or sometimes people prefer email, but we will try to get in touch with you, learn a little bit more about your property, make you an offer price, and then send that to title so that we can close quickly. But thanks again for listening, and we look forward to hearing from you.